this video, I'll be talking about how you can get qualified tailors for your fashion brand. I know how much it is a hassle for designers and brand owners to get tailors that are willing to do the work and ready to do the work well for their brand. If this is something that you're interested in, then you want to keep watching. My name is Ngozi Fego and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. This channel is all about fashion, business and DIYs. In today's video, we're talking about how to get quality tailors for your fashion brand. I know how much of a struggle this is. Trust me, I've been there. I know how it works. You know how you get a tailor today and tomorrow they are misbehaving, they're not coming to work, or they are ruining your customers' outfits. I know it is a big hassle, but there is a way to mitigate this, and that way is by hiring right. So you have to start from, you don't want to get tailors that and then you're trying to change them. No, there's no need for that. Just make sure you hire right. So the first thing you want to do is be clear on what exactly it is you want from these tailors, or what you want them to do. Do you want them to be cutting and sewing? Do you want them to only sew? Do you want them to work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.? Do you want them to be able to sew both male and female outfits, or is it kid outfits? Be very clear on what exactly it is you want from your tailors. So you need to have like a job description for whoever you are hiring as a tailor for your brand. Very important. That's the first step. That's the first thing you need to do, so that you don't end up hiring people that you don't really need, or then you hire them and you realize that they don't know how to do what exactly it is that you really need from them, and then you guys start struggling. You start having back and forth, you start having all of those issues. So the first thing is be clear on what you want your tailors to do. After you know exactly what it is you're looking for, oh, I'm looking for a tailor that can make suits, female suits, male suits, and they'll be working every day from Mondays through Fridays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., whatever it is. When you have that clearly stated out, then you can put out job offer. Create your flyer, whatever it is that you need to, that you want to put out on your page, on your social media pages, or alternatively, you can reach out to recruiters. You can reach out to people that have community pages that have a lot of tailors in them. So you have there are a number of those pages on Facebook, on Instagram. You can reach out to these people and tell them that I'm trying to hire a tailor and this is like the requirements I need, and then those people will help you put it out, or they'll send people down to you, or send people to your phone number or your WhatsApp or whatever it is. They'll send people to you, and then you can now start the process of looking for the right person or the right fit for your brand. And the first thing you want to do when you get these people is to conduct an intensive screening process. An intensive screening process, I'm not even talking about them sewing yet. Let's leave that for first. You want to understand, how does this person think? Is this the type of mindset I want in my business? Does this person is this person rude? Does this person understand what it means for jobs to be done neatly? Does this person understand the sense of urgency that is needed, or that is required in tailoring? Does this person understand discipline and all of those little things? You want to do and conduct an intensive screening. Yeah, so that's what you want to do first. So you have these conversations with them and trying to get to know, okay, where were you working before, how long did you work, and all of those type of things. All of these things you're doing is just to understand the mindset or the type of person this person is. As you know, the most important thing when it comes to hiring, or when it comes to having a team, is the attitude. Does this person have a good attitude to work? I know these people would want to lie on all of those things, but you can find your way around it. Ask questions and just take your notes. Don't make it look as if, oh, you're trying to just chase the person away or anything like that. Just ask the right questions, and after that phase, you can now go to the next phase, which is the actual test phase. So what you want to do in the test phase is you give them material. You want to test them to see how good they actually are. How neat is their finishing? How straight are their stitches? Do they cut off the seam, the thread when they are done sewing, and all of those things that you care about as a brand. So you want to test them for all these things. How good are they at actually doing the job? Because it is important to you as a brand to make sure that whoever you're bringing in on board is good enough for your brand. Now, I know there are some times that you might have people come on board and they might not be 100% perfect, but the point is you want to make sure that they are are almost as good as perfect, if possible actually perfect. You don't want to be in a hurry when you are trying to recruit, because if you're in a hurry and get just anybody, you would probably end up losing them in less than in a few months, or you get frustrated with working with people that are not up to standard or up to your brand standard. So you want to make sure that from the start, as much as you are trying to get a new person, you want to make sure that from the start that you get the right person. That is the most important thing. Now, if you've confirmed that, oh, this person is actually good, now you go to the salary pact. You want to make sure that whatever compensation you're offering is competitive. Now, competitive means different things to different people. So in some areas, 150,000 is what is competitive, and in some other places 50,000 naira is competitive. So you just want to know what's in your environment, with the person's skill set, with where you are as a brand or as a business, what is good enough, and then match up these things and offer it to the staff that is coming in, or to the tailor that is coming in. Now, there are different ways of doing your salary. It now depends on you and the type of brand you run. You could either do on a per piece base. Okay, they make one dress, they get paid for the dress or the outfit they make, and or it's probably accumulated, that's their wages at the end of the week for all the work they do. Or they do salary basis. So it's now depending on you as a business, what works better for you. Do you think doing salary basis is better for you? Do you think doing piece by piece is better for you? Depending on the volume and how your business structure is, really, you just have to decide what works better for you as a brand, and then offer that to them. Beyond just the salary, incentives. Do you have accommodations for your tailors? Do you have is there HMO for them? Is there insurance? Do they get stipends? Do they get lunch? What do they get extra? Do you have anything extra to offer? Or know that before you are hiring these tailors, and then put that on the table. Let them know, okay, as a brand, this is what we do. We give this, we give that, we give that, apart from your salary. Also make that known, clear. If the person you get, you can see that this person's mode of work is good, or this person's work is actually good, and this person's attitude to work is good, the next thing is, okay, you can take that person on and then you train them to work the way your own company works. Even if the person is 100% good, it's always good to train your staff. It's always good to train your staff. Let them know what is your brand about. Tell them, okay, this brand does so and so this. We are a brand committed to catering to this type of people. These are our core values and stuff like that. You want them to know from the start. You want them to know those things, and then your own methods of how your business run, they also need to know that. Also, you want to make sure that your work environment is conducive, it is not toxic, because that's also one thing that could deter people from working. If they are not happy with the environment they're working in, they and choose to just move away or something like that. Now, you want to make sure that you draft a clear contract, a very clear contract that states everything you both agree on, and then if there is a penalty for breaking any of the agreements, you want to state it there, and they want to sign on it. You also want to get like referees. You want to get people that sign in as shortlists for them in case of anything. So you want to make sure that you guys are like legally binded, as it were. You want to make sure that everything is black and white, so tomorrow you don't end up with issues, or my boss defaulted, or my boss didn't pay me when they were supposed to pay me, or my boss deducted my salary. But if it is clear there that, oh, if you do this or you don't do this, you get a salary deduction, then you're both on the same page. So you want to make sure that that is sorted out clearly. What else you should do is, now you've gotten a tailor and the person's work is pretty good, you want to, especially when they are just coming in, you want to be able to give them feedback as often as possible. They make a new outfit, they make something for your brand. Oh, you like how it came out, tell them you like it. You would have preferred something to look in a particular way, tell them. Give them accolades when necessary, and correct them when necessary. Feedback, like, it's very important. But then if you realize that, okay, I've gotten this person and this person's attitude is wrong, this person is not listening to correction, please start looking for replacements. You don't want to have You don't want to keep managing people. It will stress you out. You don't want to keep managing people that are not ready to do the work, or that don't listen, that are ready to do work, that don't listen. You don't want to keep managing them, right? You want to start looking for a replacement immediately. Yeah, because if you do that, if you keep keeping them, you might be affecting your work culture known to you. These toxic people might start influencing the other people that you have, and before you know it, everybody in your organization, everybody in your company or your business is now lackadaisical towards work. Everybody is coming late, everybody is, so all those type of things you want to nip it at the bud. If you notice that, okay, this person is not a proper fit for my business, this person, it cannot help my business grow, and this person is has a funny attitude towards work, you could correct, you could correct them, and if they take correction, awesome. But if not, please and please start finding a replacement. You don't want to soil the name of your brand, you don't want to disappoint your customers, and you don't want to give yourself headache. I hope you found this useful, and I hope that when next you're hiring, you're going to consider all of these things to make sure you hire the right fit for your brand. If you find this video useful, please like this video, share this video, and leave a comment. See you in my next video. Bye bye.